Mystery man saved them from potential disaster, then they realize who he is. Most of us know that our houses are more than just a roof over our heads. They're the places we feel safe, where we make great memories. It's the place we call home and the place where we live most of the time. Our houses are a place of comfort, a sanctuary where we relax. But what happens if one day you go out and come back home only to see it all destroyed? A couple from Iowa nearly experienced this disaster, if not for a stranger's help. Carolyn Ware and her husband were planning to go on a short vacation since 4th of July was getting close. They thought it would be fun and relaxing if they'd leave their hometown Grimes. Little did they know their home wasn't safe. Disaster would strike right on the day the Ware's family was outside the town. They had no idea their holiday would be suddenly interrupted. Most people make sure the house is safe before leaving for a few days. They check the windows, turn off all lights and so on. That was what Carolyn did as well, but luck was not on their side. She and her husband thought they had everything under control, but things were not exactly as they planned. Soon enough, they'll realize that something awful was going to take place at their house. With all these months in lockdown at home, taking a break from your own home is a good idea, especially when you go camping, for instance. Out there, in the wild, a fresh breath of air, while you're social distancing is a very good way to unwind and recharge your batteries. But Carolyn and her husband had to cut their vacation short when they received an alert on their phones. Carolyn had invested in a Ring doorbell camera that would let her know if there was someone looking for them while nobody was at home. They've had it for a while, and it was always handy. But that weekend she had no idea how much more a simple security camera could do. It was all thanks to a stranger. Most Ring doorbell users have thought the security option would be great in case there was a delivery man at a door or other similar situations. However, the cameras have proven to be helpful in many other cases. These smart doorbells have taken the neighborhood watch to a new level. Kids hitting trees with a stick, neighbor's dog pooping on your lawn. All caught on camera. But Carolyn would soon discover another benefit of her smart doorbell. As soon as she checked the alert she got on her phone, Carolyn realized something wasn't right. She saw a man running to the front door. The camera footage showed her that person rang at the door and showed her some footage of what happened after that moment. When she saw the recording on the first night of their mini vacation, she froze. Here's what happened. It was the middle of the night when someone ran towards the Ware's front door. The camera didn't catch all the features of that person, but by the looks of it, it wasn't one of the neighbors. Was he a burglar and trying to steal something fast, knowing nobody was home? Carolyn's phone received a notification. It was the Ring app telling her she had footage from her front door. As she checked the alert, she saw the man running to the door, but instead of trying to pry it open, he frantically pressed the doorbell. He wasn't a thief, he was a desperate man. Carolyn had never seen that man before. It was dark, and by the looks of his reactions, something was not right. She had no idea that her own house was close to being destroyed. According to the police statement after the unfortunate event, the stranger was driving home with his wife after they went to see fireworks. As they drove in Carolyn's neighborhood, they saw a house on fire. It was Carolyn's house that caught fire. The stranger stopped the car and told his wife to call 911 while he rushed to the door. He hoped the noise of the doorbell would wake up anyone who would be sleeping in that house. The man had no idea that the doorbell was equipped with a camera. As he frantically knocked and rang the doorbell, the first responders arrived and took care of the fire. The stranger stayed there until they arrived and then drove to his home. His quick actions had helped save this home. The firefighters were able to put out the fire quickly and there was very little damage. Thanks to this stranger, the Ware's house was saved. Imagine if the family was at home, sleeping. This man was dubbed the doorbell hero and Carolyn wished to find out who he was so she could thank him in person. The images show him saving the house from burning down. It's obviously a priceless act of kindness, and there is no amount of money or whatever you can do to even pay this man or to do, Carolyn said in an interview with Who Des Moines. The grateful family wanted to track down the hero, so the local news channel aired the footage from the Ring security camera and in less than 24 hours, they found him. Carolyn wanted to look this stranger in the eyes and thank him. Without his fast reaction, they would have been left without a home. I just want him to know that I am so thankful, and my husband and my family are so thankful, and I'm just glad there are people in the world like him, said Carolyn with tears in her eyes. Thanks to the local media, Carolyn was able to have her wish granted. As fast as they came, and as fast as the fire started, my house would have been burnt down. After her plea to meet the stranger and thank him, the story aired on the local TV station, and the wife of the doorbell hero saw the footage. I would love to meet him. I would just love to say thank you, said Carolyn on TV. The wife of the hero was watching TV and told him he was a local star. A day after the story was aired on TV, his identity was revealed. The Ware family had the opportunity to meet the Good Samaritan and thanked him in person. Among all the negativity of cameras being randomly hacked, there is no denying a doorbell camera is a good choice if used correctly. This story is proof of that. It helped Carolyn track the man that saved her house, and we are happy they were able to connect. We're all facing difficult times, but no matter how many problems each of us have, there's always time to lend a helping hand. People are always faced with these kinds of challenges. It takes a hero to stop and help when the opportunity arises. Take for instance this next hero that saved a single mom and her daughters from certain death. Gladys Castaneda is a single mom. She and her 2 daughters were peacefully sleeping when her phone alerted her someone was banging on the front door. It was their neighbor, talking close to the camera and telling them the house next to them was on fire and they had to get out fast. I learned from Ty that my neighbor of the house fire didn't even know his house was almost completely on fire, said the mother. She was outside with her daughters, safe, thanks to their neighbors Ty and Amanda. Ty even carried the children across the street. Gladys's house wasn't affected by the fire and she is thankful for having such great neighbors.